wrong and right, the peace and the fight, beginning at the end, your enemy and friend, chaos and order, backwards and forwards, the lie and the truth, the old and the youth, the strong and the weak, the head and the feet, the roots and the tree, the moon and the sun, the many and the one, foreign and king. Yes, I lose and win, 'cause we are warriors for our humanity. We got to fight. I know we got to fight. We got to hold up this freedom banner. We got to hold it up until we fight. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. You made me whole. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. You healed my soul. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. You made me whole. Yeah, you made us whole. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play one more song while I finish pulling it together, because I got a couple of things I want to say on this live today. I got a couple of things I want to come on this app and say today. Couple of things I want to come on this app and say. Want me to say something? I got a few things I want to say on this app today. Just short music, I am Camille Martha. This piece is titled Reflections of a Former Sex Worker. Yeah, that's right, I'm a former sex worker. But by day I flipped patties and smeared mayo on toasted buns and dropped pride. My nights weren't that different. Don't you look so surprised? At noon I was bagging kids' meals, a side, a drink, and a toy that came free. But at night there was also toys, drinks, and a side of me that wafted Indian inside. I've been the snack and I've served snacks, but it wasn't my dinner menu that was the cause of diabetes and heart attacks. Yet for that, I was never arrested. Under the law, the 99-cent menu is protected. But sex work in a time not so long ago, you could get 20 years. The charge was a crime against nature, and it was enough to bring grown folks to tears. Why was the justice system being so hard on sex workers who engaged in oral and anal sex? Since when did another grown man get to tell another grown man how to get his penis wet? Why were women being punished for engaging in self-autonomy, only respected when they submitted to monogamy? Meanwhile, the world around them was marinating in bigotry. Such unfortunate symmetry. The fact that we could go to jail for selling the first thing we own, it often makes me wonder, am I in the damn twilight zone? How is this right, legal, moral, or even just? This is why when it comes to our government, so many lack trust. This is just another way to control our bodies. If they are our bodies or just state property. Imagine having to walk the green mile because you engaged in anal from aborting a child. Abandoned, being convicted, treated as a sexual predator, and ripped from your home all because you treated your body as if it was your own. Sex work needs to be criminalized. Sex work needs to be destigmatized.
Right.
We the people.
Make your money, baby. Make your money. Make your coins, baby. Make your coins.
Turn this tide. Inspect these laws by which we abide.
Get your change, baby. Get your change.
Feel muted, shamed, silenced by some lopsided, misogynistic system upholding patriarchal violence. If we are to ever feel more whole,
Get your coins, sister. Get your coins.
journey further down the road, voting out those who misuse power and abuse control.
Get your coins, sister. Get your coins.
It's truly below. That's my 2 cents if I might be so bold. Wisdom for those both young and old. Just because I rented out my body don't mean I sold my soul.
But some of y'all have.
Yes, I have sold many things.
But some of y'all have sold y'all souls.
Cinema tickets, milkshakes, and steaming hot burgers. But I learned the most during my time as a former sex worker. Straight life, it's the only life
I know. Yeah.
Straight life, it's the only life
I know. Yeah.
I'm talking straight life.
Street life, honey, it's the only life I ain't know, boo. Cause bitch, even when you think you're not in them streets, poo, you're still in them streets, bitch. You're still in them streets, sad. Bitch, even when you trying to do the right thing, girl, and you get ups on the plantation, girl, you still in them streets, sad. Cause they gonna treat you like you in them streets, sad. They gonna treat you like you in them streets, sad. They gonna treat you like you in them streets, sad. Whether you think you in them streets or not, bad. That's just the truth, baby, bad. They gonna treat you like you in them streets, bad. They gonna treat you like you out there wilding, bitch. Girl, I had to make sure that I was comfortable. Now, I don't have it in my mind that I'm going to be on this live. I don't have it in my mind that I'm going to be on this live for a long time. But girl, every time I say that, I end up being on here forever. So, we just going to play it by ear today. But let me fix me some water. I haven't had my coffee yet, so. And I've been dozing in and out of napdom. But I really was about to give y'all the bonnet, and my pajama top had started to get a little spicy. Like I was starting to smell my natural scent just wafting up. So I do a little mild wash up under my arms. Had to go wash up under my arms. I'm a bathe after. So it's not good to take baths every day. You know what I'm saying? Because they're putting something in the water. So I had to do a little rinse up under the arms. You know, get some of them natural fragrances down. I had to quell some of those natural scents. I had to open up a window. But anyway, that's why I like living by myself. That's why I like living by myself, honey. Because, baby, I'm not a slave to your rituals. I'm not a slave to your standards, your rituals, and your expectations, baby. If I don't feel like bathing, if I feel like having a little musk, a little light musk, ain't nobody gotta smell it but me. I just don't like corn chips feet. Like I don't like the corn chip. Like I don't like feet that smell like corn chips. I could deal with a little light musk. I don't like booty smells and I don't like corn chip smells. But I could deal with a little light musk. I could deal with a little light underarm. I could deal with, to me that's pheromones. To me that's not really necessarily bitch you stink. That's right. Hey, 100% pure love warrior. Thank you, Tiffany. So, ooh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that was hurting my stomach. The band down there was hurting my stomach. I don't like smelling booty and funky feet. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't like. I could deal with a little light musk. I could deal with a little light musk. I cannot deal with booty and feet. Booty, feet, and unkept pussy hole. Them the three right there. Like coochie, a rancid coochie, some booty hole and feet. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Find somebody else to do it. But I could deal with a little light musk. If I get a little quaffed. If I get a little whiffed. But anyway, my stomach is healing and it feels a lot better than it's been feeling. But because it's healing, and I'm trying not to take the pain pills as much, I may not be able to stay on the live as long because the pain may kick up, and I may need to stop the live and take a pain pill because I got a lot of things that I want to do next week. So this is like really like my last week to kind of like just do nothing and just kind of like relax. I got a grant that I'm working on, another grant that I need to start working on. And so like I feel like the positive thing to do. Let me send this to what you call it, because baby, I don't want them to miss the live because I didn't send it to them. But I wanted to talk a little bit about black women being uninvited to the queer cookout. And it appears that this is where we are in the journey. Like, it's getting real bold out here in these streets. I'm seeing black trans women who I know. I was shocked to see a black trans woman who I know from New Orleans who is in the catering business, like who sell food. And I am certain that black females have supported her catering business, like her cooking business. Like, girl, you out here selling food you're not just selling food to queer people, you're not just selling food to the gay community. I'm sure that cis people are buying your food, cis heterosexual people are buying your food, and just to be out here in these streets disinviting, cis heterosexual people, like black people in particular, to because that's what pride is. Pride is a cookout for the gay community. Like it's the cookout. And now, because people don't identify with being called trans, or people don't identify with the acronym, you can't be featured at the cookout. Like, you can't come and sing, and you can't come and share your art at the cookout. This to me is becoming like extremely, like pride was already whitewashed, but pride is becoming even more whitewashed when we as black people stop thinking for ourselves, and we start maneuvering the same as the colonizer. Like we start maneuvering just like the colonizer. Like we're not doing anything different from the colonizer. Like we're doing the same thing that the colonizer is doing in blackface. Like can we afford to be around here chopping people off? Like can the black community, can the black queer community afford to be around here putting people out the cookout? Just can we afford it? Like being realistic. We get up in front of this camera and we've started to denounce people and we started to divide ourselves. So if you're not getting support from black cis people, if you don't want any support from black cis heterosexual people, if you don't want any support from black women, black females, then who exactly do you want your support to come from? Like that's real bold. That's real bold to be out here in the streets talking about I'm Team Maddie all the way. I'm Team Maddie all the way. But you know who backing Maddie, right? Maddie is backed by raccoons and oppressors. That's who backing her. And so when you say I'm Team Maddie all the way, you're basically saying that you're aligning yourself with the oppressor and the raccoons. Y'all done got real bold to jump in front of the camera and to say, like now y'all saying it with y'all whole chest. I'm with the raccoons and the oppressors. And the thing that's the most disenchanting for me, the thing that's the most disheartening for me is it is beings with melanin, like y'all literally this color out here raccooning. Y'all literally this color. The melanin is wasted. Y'all this color. Out here raccooning. And I'm convinced that it's the halfling D, the halfling penises that you're taking in your backside, the halfling penises that are going up your poo shoe, and it's the lace fronts. Between the lace fronts, the processed food, and the halfling ping and booty hole that you finding on Grindr, you girls are lost. You girls need to get off Grindr. You girls need to take them wigs off. And you girls need to fast. Some of you girls. Because how you this color? And you booting cis black women because black femininity and queerness are literally the same thing. They feed off of each other. Black femininity would not be black femininity without a queer aspect. And queerness would not be queerness without black femininity. If black femininity was to just be wiped from the face of the earth, queer would be something else. Queer could not exist without black femininity. Black femininity could not exist. It would not be black femininity without queerness. Like they literally feed off of each other. Like they are mirrors of each other. And y'all trying to put the source, y'all trying to disinvite the source from the cookout because y'all ready for a complete AI version of it. Y'all ready for a complete Android AI version of black femininity. That's what you butch queens in wigs and bodysuits. That's what y'all want. Y'all ready to totally remove the beings who come here reminding us of source, reminding us of our connection to source, the portals, the doorways. Y'all ready to boot them out so that y'all can have a cookout because the portal's still gonna be there. Because you got your trans masculine beings. So you're going to still have the portal there. You're going to still have the doorway there. But a lot of times, unfortunately, those examples of source have been corrupted by patriarchy. Those examples of source have been corrupted by the pursuit to benefit from patriarchy and capitalism. Those gateways, all of the gateways have been compromised. We're not finna act like a lot of the gateways haven't been compromised. The cis heterosexual gate has been compromised. The transmasculine gate has been compromised. The gates have been compromised. But when we start disinviting, we're not trying to collectively heal. We're saying, I don't want to heal with this part of the body. I have no desire to heal with this part of the body. I am totally fine with residing in this space and being supported by my oppressor and being supported by raccoons. All I need is raccoons and the oppressor, and I'm good. I don't need none of this other stuff. We have started mimicking the oppressor and the gatekeepers. Mm-hmm. And I really honestly I just don't I'm just like watching all of this happen, seeing how disgusting we are willing to be, seeing the things that we are willing to show loyalty, not just as the, you want to have so much faith in the queer community, you want to have so much hope in the black queer community, but a lot of us have let the implants, the surgeries, a lot of us have let the look, a lot of us have let, we laid on the table and the Wiz gave us a new nose and facial feminization, and we done bought us some hair. A lot of us have let the look go to our head. Bitch, you look in that mirror and you see this optic illusion, this glamour. You look in the mirror and you see, and you allow that to corrupt you because honestly and truly, let's be clear. Some trans women, they start off looking a mess. They start off looking by white supremacist standards. Let me be clear. They start off looking a mess. They look hard. They don't look fishy. They don't have the fishiness naturally. You don't have what white supremacy deems to be fishy. And so when you become that girl, when you look in the mirror and you see that girl and you get that confidence, unfortunately, everything that you could associate with that likeness is oftentimes toxic. Cause how many examples of super conscious, super aware, super rooted black women have we seen running around here with lace fronts, running around here with lashes, running around here with Buffy the Body type body, like sex sirens, video vixens. That whole likeness is corrupted. That is the Jezebel. Argue with your mama. Argue with your mama. The whole aesthetic is Jezebel. And so a lot of trans women have become the Jezebel. They have they have become the Jezebel entity, and Jezebel is lower vibrational. And so y'all are literally taking the black community to hell. Y'all are literally leading us to hell. And what you think gonna save us is calling on the name of the colonizer. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Father. You bitches. You people, you human beings, this is only gonna last for a short amount of time. That stuff is over with. That's a dove. That's done. Like, really think about it. When you scroll through your timeline and you look at the people who are trying to somewhat elevate you, the people who are trying to somewhat expand your consciousness, the people who are trying to reconnect you to the roots. Because, see, this is what happens. We are a tree. We are all a tree, just like on the avatar. The roots are under the ground. We grow above ground. The body is above the ground. You get so far away from the roots that you forget that motherfuckers like me is still you. We still connected. We still all the same. You've moved so far away from me, from my example, motherfuckers like T.S. Madison. Moved so far away from this, moved so far away from this that you feel like you're not connected to this anymore. You feel like this not you. This could never be you. That's where the delusion sets in. That you forget that we all are part of one big tree. That we all come from the same source. That we all come from the same place. You forget that. You become delusional. Because you have been seduced by the illusion that you see when you look in the mirror and when you look in that camera. And you forget that this is still a part of your roots. This is still a reflection of your ancestry. And so you allow yourself to become centered in your delusion. That's like me getting surgery and trying to forget that I was born male. That's like me getting surgery and pretending that I never had a penis. That's like me becoming post-op and pretending that I'm superior or that I'm better because I have a surgery. I'm different. And I will never not deny that. I will never not say, hey, honor the sacrifice. But I don't think that I'm superior. But I will acknowledge there's a difference. I have not forgotten who I was or what I originated as in this particular incarnation. Because I came here like that for a reason. And to edit that story takes away from the vastness of who I am as a being. I take some of the power that I have because I'm not playing the whole tape. Some black people, they never accept themselves like this. As soon as they get a piece of money to fix whatever massa has told them was wrong with them, whatever the machine has told them was wrong with them, as soon as they get a little piece of money to fix it, they do. And so they never do the work of accepting who they are. And so when you put money and resources in people's hands who have not done that work, that is a dangerous thing. There are people walking around here with millions of dollars who never healed, who never accepted themselves as they were. Before I got my penis tucked back in, I accepted it. I didn't go and lay on the table hating my penis. You cannot go through these procedures and go through these operations hating it. You cannot make these changes to yourself hating them. You have to heal first so that you can know that you're making these decisions from a holistic and well-rounded space. When I laid on the table to have my stuff tucked back in, I had accepted it. I painted a picture of me with my penis. And I put it up and I looked at it every day while I was saving the money to get my surgery. I accepted myself with a penis. I made peace with how I was born. So that when I got the surgery, I would be able to handle it and it would not be a depressing thing for me. And I wouldn't be out here spilling unhealed information and saying unhealed things. We have a lot of people who are guiding this movement who have access and resources and are unhealed. And the colonizer and the raccoons, they take advantage of the fact that these people are unhealed and they use their trauma to puppeteer them. I'ma say that again. They use people who look like this, unhealed trauma, to make puppets of them. You have to heal before you get that meal. Because y'all gonna be around here with access and resources, and you're going to be responsible for the destruction of the black community. Y'all literally entertaining conversations where black females who are, many of them are Baby, if I had $1 for every female that I knew that was sexually fluid, you not finna convince me that Kaya ain't never scissored. I don't care what nobody say. Kaya is an artist. Maybe Kaya is not. Maybe Kaya not putting the these. Maybe Kaya not wouldn't choose vagina over penis. These females who be going to these events, maybe they wouldn't choose vagina over penis, but a lot of them have had vagina. I love penis, but I will play around in some vagina too. Like a lot of artists are sexually fluid, and maybe they don't own that because of how it will affect them. But a lot of artists are sexually fluid. That's just what it is. Some people just don't want a label thrown at them. Everybody don't have to have a label on them to be invited to the cookout. The Jezebel harlot spirit has taken over. That's right. All looks and no substance. That's right. That's right. That's right. And that brings me to a live that I was watching the other day. I think her name is Fairy Puss. She did a live and she was talking about how non-binary labels seem dehumanizing. And I wanted to respond to that live because this is another trick of the raccoons. This is another trick of white supremacy and colonialism, that whenever someone says something like it's dehumanizing, you know that they are super invested in this matrix. They're super invested in now, and they really are not invested in the vision to see beyond what is. And that's why when you put too much faith in academics and atheists, it's a slippery slope because they don't believe in nothing but what's in front of them a lot of times. And so I haven't always been human. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, I was a different species. I haven't always been human. And I don't want to always be human. Because human ain't the best thing ever. It's nice, but it's not the best thing ever. And I never want to limit myself into believing that this is all there is. So you allow yourself to be tricked when you say, oh, they dehumanized you because they use that as a reason to kill or to harm. But I'm gonna go into your Bible. I'm gonna pull out your Bible on you. In the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember the city of Sodom and Gomorrah? They didn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because homosexual sex was happening there. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because the men tried to violate the angels. The men tried to force themselves on the angels because the angels were so beautiful and they was attracted to the angels and they wanted to sleep with the angels, and they tried to violate the angels. And you know the creator is something else about their anointed. Baby, don't touch my anointed. So the creator was like, oh no, I sent some people in to try to help y'all, and y'all wanted to play with them. Y'all literally was trying to push up on them and force yourselves on them. So guess what? I'm about to destroy this whole city because Lot offered you his virgin daughter. Lot offered you his daughter. You didn't want his daughter. You wanted to have sex with the angels. And that was dehumanizing. Not even necessarily dehumanizing because women are humans and women are treated like property and cattle every day. So being viewed as a human doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the best treatment by other humans. We want to change that word. We want to say demanizing. Kingizing, because they don't see you as the men of men. They don't see you as a man's man, and so you could get this work. Because see, when we say dehuman, we don't really mean the whole word. We just mean man. Demanizing. We don't really mean human. We don't really mean the whole. We don't really mean everything that's human. We really mean you're not respecting me as a man. You're not treating me as a man's man. You're not giving me the respect that you would give a man. A man's man at that. Not a sissy boy. Not a feminine man. Not a cunty man. Not a batty boy. But a man's man. You're not giving me that respect. So being seen as a human doesn't mean that you're always gonna be treated with decency and respect, because that's not how y'all treat females. It's dehumanizing to overturn Roe versus Wade. That was dehumanizing. So we're beyond that. They ain't around here passing no laws making men who not staying around and taking care of their children, men who leave home. Like, child support shouldn't be a thing. Baby, if you got too many babies and you not staying around to take care of your children and help take care of your children, forget child support. Baby, you need to have one of them surgeries where they fix that nutsack. Make sure you ain't one of them ones that could be around here leaving folks with responsibilities. Mm-mm. Make sure you ain't around here forcing nobody to have responsibilities that they don't need to have. But when they went into Sodom and Gomorrah, they didn't see them angels as humans. And that doesn't mean that them angels was beneath them. That doesn't mean that them angels was lower than them. So being human ain't the greatest. It's not the greatest show in town. It's not the biggest show in town. I'm ready to evolve. So them is not an issue for me, because in the Bible it said, let us go down and make them in our image. In the Bible it says, When they were building the tower to Babylon, they said, let us go down and confuse their tongues. Because if we don't stop them, there'll be no limit to what they think that they could do. The divine was often referring to itself. Notice I said it was often referring to itself in plural terms. And so, in order for us to reconnect with our divinity, in order for us to reconnect with multifaceted consciousness, in order for us to expand and tap into what our ancestors once were before they started splitting, dehumanization is going to happen. All of us can continue to participate in this foolishness with y'all. Hold on. Yeah, in this Bible, it's saying he, though. I don't like that. This is supposed to be an older Bible, though. Yeah. So in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, it says, and God said, let us, God, one source, one entity, one being, God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and the fowl of the air. Now, I want to go back to that because you have to understand this is the creator saying, let us. So you almost say that it is a slave mind not to tap into your divinity, not to be able to see yourself as they them, not to be like, you don't have to call yourself that, but just not being able to understand what they them means, not being able to have the rationale to understand that this is you connecting with the divine that is in you. I want to find that other scripture. So that was Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Hold on, I'm coming, y'all. I want to do this right fast. Um, Wait, hold on. Okay. I want to check this right here. Hold on. Bitch, I'm not trying to search that though. Okay. Okay. Tower of Babylon. Okay. Trying to see what scripture that's in. In the Bible. Oh, Genesis 11, 1 through 9. This is my auntie Bible. That's the one thing that I got when she passed away. So this Bible is sentimental to me, even though I don't practice Christianity. 11, 1 through 9. And the world and the whole earth was of one language, so everybody spoke one language and one speech. And it came to pass that they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, go, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto the heavens, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have one language, and they begin to do, and no, nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go, go to, let us go down and confound their language. This is chapter 11, verse 7. Go to, let us, not let me, not let me, not let her, not let him. It says, let us. Right here in Genesis, you have to get you an old Bible. You have to get you one of them old Bibles before they start remixing stuff. It says in Genesis chapter 11, verse 7, let us go down. Now, mind you, in 126, the creator says, let us make them in our image. So the creator is a plural minded, plural conscious, multiple conscious being. One force, one source, but a multiple conscious, a collective minded, a multifaceted entity. And we were made in the image of that. And so when y'all say that being called they, them is dehumanizing, finally, evolve. Evolve, bitch. Remember yourself. We were created by an us. We were created by a they, them. Remember yourself. Y'all done got so comfortable with speaking about this being through a lens that is patriarchal. And you have to understand that even though the Bible was written by a patriarch, they couldn't keep the whole truth out of here. That's why every other word they were saying he, him. But the Bible wouldn't be the book that it is. It wouldn't be as powerful as it is if it wasn't some truth in it. So they couldn't not tell none of the truth. They just made sure that they didn't tell it as much. Evolution is the goal, right? Right. I love that. Thank you, Kamaro. Grand Rising. Happy to have caught you. She believes in climbing backs with her dress pulled up over her stomach. I met her before. That's another one that's full of shit. Oh, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You saw the video too. You saw the video too. And I was disappointed. Like, I really wish that and I'm not gonna beg her, but I know that it's a lot of heat on I know that it's a lot of heat on Angelica. T.S. Madison don't like Angelica. T.S. Madison don't like Angelica. And so Angelica has to be really, really, really strategic about how she talk. She has to be really, really strategic about how she talk, because T.S. Madison basically just be coming for Angelica. T.S. Madison do not like Angelica. And Angelica may have said some things, but it wasn't like it wasn't true. She does not like Angelica, and I wish Angelica, I know Hope don't have the courage to work with me, because I know Hope is petrified of what Madison could do to her. She's petrified. That bitch, Hope, is petrified. Hope get on here and she swing her spiritual nuts around like she really, really that cocky and she really, really that confident. But that lady is petrified of what bitch dragging her could do. Because you know, if her and Madison get into it, it's gonna be all bets off. Madison gonna drag her husband. Madison probably gonna spill tea that we don't know. Madison gonna drag that child. And the old Butch Queen's gonna sit back and cackle because Hope is a sex change. Madison still got her piece. So at the end of the day, the old messy Butch Queens still gonna side with Madison because Madison kept that dick. Oh yeah, honey. She gonna drag Hope. So Hope, but Angelica, like, I feel like Angelica is a little bit more. I feel like Angelica is a little bit more independent. But then what we have to also realize behind the scenes is that when you get to a certain position, it's Masonic entities in this reality that have put you there for a reason. And so behind the scenes, you start getting phone calls. Hey, you can't align yourself with this. You can't align yourself with that. Da 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 da. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. You can't do that. And like when Angelica posted what she said, when Angelica posted that video of what that girl said, I was like, Angelica, why would you post that? Like, bitch, you see all the shit I say, and bitch, you ain't never posted me. But you gonna post that bullshit? Cause low key, you was trying to get back in good graces with Madison. This is just my opinion. Cause Madison read it. Cause Madison still mad at you for when you read Craig. So let me go ahead and share what this girl is saying. But I was shocked to see her share that. Camara said, Maddie don't like herself. Maddie is a jealous. Maddie Madison is jealous of Angelica, plain and simple. Maddie has a demonic spirit. Simple as that. Angelica in the military, that's another one different kind of indoctrination that Maddie could never comprehend. You might be right. Ops often click up. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. Like Madison have raccoons and the oppressor behind her. You could tell by the opportunities that she's getting, the brands that's endorsing her, the people that she's working with. She have ops, she have the oppressor, she have colonizers, and she have raccoons behind her. And y'all wonder why I stay on her because y'all are not paying attention to what this lady is being put in position to be in our community. Right now, when that stuff came out with Kaya, she could have took a whole different branch with that. She could have showed us, she could have cracked, like with the platform that she has, she could have used that time to make amends with Kaya. She could have modeled healing in the black community. She could have said, you know what, let's sit down and talk. Let's talk about this because we both have done harm to each other. We both have done wrong. That was an opportunity, but instead she fanned the flames during Pride Month to the point to where you got other girls jumping on camera and saying things that are further pushing us apart from our mothers. In the last days, they said it's gonna be mother against daughter, son against father, brother against sister. Like and that's where we're at. We're in those days where we are literally fighting against each other, fighting against the very people that we may need. You don't know who watching you when you jump on that camera. What I'm saying, I already have accepted that a lot of opportunities are going to be cut off from me because I'm not afraid to challenge this. I have accepted that. It is what it is. I know what I signed up for when I consistently challenge this lady publicly. I know that that is limiting my access in Hollywood, in the industry, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm at peace with that. Hey, Purple Goddess, I'm at peace with that. But when I see people who look like me, in particular girls from New Orleans, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this in the most thoughtful way possible because I have respect for Mariah Moore of New Orleans. I've always had a side eye for her. I've had a side eye for her because of some of her politics and how she maneuvered, but I was very disappointed when the way that the peace was brokered between her and Madison. As a girl who was born in New Orleans, no, I was not raised there, but as a girl who was born in New Orleans, I did not like the post that Madison made that said, now I could put my Grey Goose bottle back on the shelf. That was embarrassing. When I know for a fact that when the House of Tulips opened, they booked Madison to speak at the gala virtually. So I know that Mariah's never needed any money from Madison. Madison has never given Mariah anything that she couldn't get on her own. Mariah is a force to be reckoned with all on her own. So why would you go and kiss this lady ring? Why would you go and set that example? And then to see another girl from New Orleans, Jada, y'all know who it is. To see another girl from New Orleans jump online and go viral talking about I'm Team Maddie, I'm Team Maddie, it's just heartbreaking. To see all of the raccoonery coming out of Louisiana. And y'all wonder why I haven't moved back home because that's what is coming out of New Orleans. Raccoonery. All these girls from the place where I was born getting on camera and cooning for an opportunity. It's not tragedy, it's raccoonery. High room, a dark energy can't buy solidarity with money and too stupid to do damage control. Mm, yes, prove point. She means to one well. Wait, yes, proof point. She means to one well. I must admit, she means no one will. Yes, Goddess SJL, I'm over her mess pure. Madison Castle is built on sinking sand, and she knows that it's only a matter of time before she falls out of favor. Do she though? Do she though? Because to me, I would think that she would be, because I would think that she would be being way more cautious and because how she dealt with that situation with Kaya, like we literally have a president in office who is trying to take us back to the Jim Crow era, and who is going to be the most impacted by this? Black people, black women, queer people. We stand to lose the most, and because she is in a gated community now, like you literally think that your money gonna save you. P Diddy money did not save him. Bill Cosby money did not save him. R. Kelly money did not save him. The fact that you think that this money gonna save you when they are proving it over and over again, your money is not gonna save you. And you ain't got a tenth of the money. Right now, it's rumored allegedly that Jay-Z is trying to position himself to leave the country because he know his money ain't gonna save him. Cause once they finish this Diddy hunt, once they finish this witch hunt with Diddy, he is the example. Once they finish this hunt with him, it's open season. But first, we have to show you what we could do to those at the top of the food chain in your community. First, we're going to start at the top. That's what's happening here. When you're a person with no morals or integrity, trust is always someone watching and waiting in the wings to take your spot. Yes, it is. And I could definitely agree with that. It's a bitch with less morals. Some of the bitches who rooting for her. Some of the bitches talking about I'm Team Maddie, I'm Team Maddie. They can't wait for that power vacuum. They can't wait. You remember the movie Showgirls? She grint in her motherfucking face. The bitch is grinning your face, and bitch will put some marbles on the floor. It's gonna be a bitch right next to her, cheesing, smiling in her fucking face. But you worried about motherfuckers like me. It's gonna be the bitch that you thought was the most loyal. The bitch you thought was the most trustworthy. And I'm not saying that's how people are, but I'm saying if that's how you are, you definitely gonna have it around you. Cause you attract what you are. So if you fake and dishonest and you're an opportunist, then what you think you gonna have around you, boo? You think you about to be a fake cutthroat opportunist that will step over people and sell your own out, and you think what you about to have around you is righteous and good and trustworthy and honest and wholesome people? That's what you think? No, ma'am. It's Shark Tank, bitch. You're not challenging her, but you're there for restoration, building her. And she does not see it like that. She does not see my content as, hey, you ain't got to do exactly what I'm doing because nobody telling you to be me. Because I'm damn sure not finna be you. But all of these videos that I put out, you would think that she would have incorporated some of it and found a healthy balance. But that's not what happened. What happened was pull your nuts down out your pussy, you raggedy mouth, voodoo worshiping bitch. That's what I got. Cause you letting these butch queens and you letting this patriarchy and this colonial system get in your head. But really, what I've been doing is, because I don't have your phone number to call you, I've never had access to you, so I've been really just giving you esoteric game. This whole time, I've been giving you celestial game. I've been letting you know how the ancestors, how the collective is looking. Because I play both sides. But I'm also going to let you know how this is looking for you spiritually. And Father God, King Jesus is not going to save you because the time of that fake God is winding up. As sure as more people are subscribing to they, them, as sure as more women are realizing their power, their feminine power, the time of that antiquated God is running out. That is why the government is doing everything that they can to take us back to the 1950s, because that time is winding up. And we see it all the time in movies. What happens to gods when people stop praying to it? And let's be clear, it could be a million of you soulless entities, you android autopilot entities praying to those deities. When that entity loses the worship of those of us who are truly, ma'am, I am 10,000 of one of you bitches. My worship equates 10,000 of one of you bitches. When beings like me stop worshiping that entity, it loses a lot of power. Because a lot of y'all praying on autopilot. Y'all not really living it. Your prayers is empty. You're not sacrificing. You're not willing to suffer. You're not willing to go through. It's an empty, hollow prayer. But when beings like me, when them purple ones, when them whole ones, when we denounce that and we refuse to give our worship to that being, to those entities, they lose power. And that being is losing power. That entity is losing power. And that's why y'all seeing all of this stuff happen, because it is it's panicking. That entity is panicking. That entity that has had a grip over this matrix for so long is panicking. But you cannot stop what's coming. You cannot stop it. So the only choice you really have is, what side are you going to be on in all of this? And you may not pay for it in this life, but you will pay for it. Don't think that you about to leave here and get some streets of gold. Because you can't be down here gatekeeping people, lying to people, selling people out, and mistreating people, and thinking that prosperity awaits for you. You can't be that stupid. Bent over her. She didn't kiss the ring. She don't. She didn't kiss her ring. She didn't kiss her ring. That is for clickbait. And man, that woman, I hope not. Because that's what it looked like. That's what it gave. Like, I just didn't like Madison framing that story. Like, I didn't like, and I don't want to get Mariah riled up because I know the bitch is a Gemini. I don't want her to feel like she got to prove no point. Girl, that's not what, if you see this video, girl, that's not what this is about. But, I just I didn't like Madison making it look like, oh, look, yeah, she knew better, I didn't like that. Bitch, don't ever play with me like that. And me and Mariah is not besties, and we don't talk on the phone every day, but I like her more than I like Madison. Some folk need to keep their ass in Hollywood. I'm not kissing nobody hand that's been up the trays behind. Hey, Kaneen. Hey, Golden Queen. Yes, yes, she knows. Wait, yes, yes, she knows she's oblivious. No such thing as bad attention, right? Maddie still ain't it. Shaking my head. Greetings, nation. Chief this. Hey, Zanya. Kaneen, it's so bad. They leaving to space with Elon. Child, Elon done brought a thousand white folks over here from South Africa, huh, to live in Texas, honey. And baby, them gonna be the real African Americans. Yes, lady, it's a witch hunt. They're making an example out of Diddy. Exactly. You're right, Oracle. Since she feels invincible and drunk with power, a fool doesn't know when to quit. I sure do remember Showgirls. Baby, it might be Craig. You think Craig gonna survive to be the one to wear her out? You think Craig gonna survive? You don't think she gonna get paranoid and be like, ah. You think Craig is strategic enough to do it? Cause baby, child. Marbles on the stage, exactly. Craig is a demonic punk opportunist. She's worried about us because we're not her fans. I see through her and others like her. You better say that, Purple Goddess. 2020 vision. Yes, lady. Funny money vision. I think she might be into Ifa. What? You think that bitch doing some Ifa? Yes, Purple Hearts. Okay. Okay, Golden Queen. Empty, hollow prayers. Exactly. A grifter can't walk with purpose. They sip they sip the champagne and run from the storm. Ooh, you better say that. Oh, what? It's child. Now come on now. You can't stop the rain, baby. You sure the fuck can't. I'm watching the videos now, catching up. I stopped watching her. I think Craig can surpass. You think he learning now? You think he taking it all in? You think he gonna be the one? You think he gonna be the one? Girl, put a one in the chat, girl, if y'all think Craig. Where them fans at? Let me stop. Girl, you think Craig gonna be the one, girl? Cause she can't afford to fall out with him. She cannot afford to cut ties with him. She cannot. She cannot. It's too much controversy around her now. She cannot afford to cut ties with him. He can actually get away with the most. Cause if she cut ties with him right now, if she cut ties with him with everything that's going on with Kaya, Gio, Tasha K, all the little arguments she been having with other people in community. Um, what's the other one name? The other one that's out doing their own thing now. Um, the Aquarius. I can't think of their name right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But with all of the arguments that she's had, all the fallouts that she's had, God got his, rest her soul. Even with T.S. Eve, like with all the controversy that's surrounding her and her having to move people off around her, she cannot afford to fall out with Craig strategically. Her most loyal would be like, it too, Madison. Y'all didn't see when she went to the sea and started praying for abundance. Oh, well, I don't follow her like that. What? You saw this bitch at the sea praying? Craig ain't nothing but another Geo. Craig a Gemini. We peep the other sign activity. Oh, I didn't know Craig was no Gemini. Go! Craig a Gemini? Girl, wait a minute, girl. Let me Google this shit, girl. It's not saying the birthday, though. I don't know. No, Craig is not Craig not a Gemini baby. Craig is a Taurus. But Taurus is strategic too though. Yeah, cause I see a post that says May 3rd, 2022. It's my 46th birthday. I'm forever grateful. Everyone who attended wasn't photographed. Thank you for who celebrated my life. Cash App, the writer. Yeah. Craig is a Taurus. I was like, oh, this is not. No, no, no. Because I was like, a Gemini. I had to go Google, bitch. It's May 3rd. It's May 3rd. It's Taurus. Student becomes the teacher. Yes. He's smart. 100% pure love. 100% pure love for Buku ones in the chat, bitch. Now Taurus is capable. You gotta watch a Taurus because I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to share my platform with a Taurus back when I was a Christian. And he was in ministry and he was bisexual, but he presented more feminine than masculine. And one of the reasons why I never shared my platform with him is because I saw he had the potential to take it from me and take it in the wrong direction because Taurus can be very calculating. They can be now the one thing about Taurus is you gotta stand in who you are with them. Like you can't show Taurus weakness. You cannot show Taurus weakness. Once you show Taurus weakness, bitch, that bull is coming. So, you cannot show Taurus weakness. You have to stand on it. You have to stand on who you are when you dealing with a Taurus. Cause if you don't stand on who you are, bitch, the bull is coming at you. So I can say that about a Taurus. Once they see blood, once they see red, if they ain't been fucking with you the whole time, bitch, they coming. If they really not for you, bitch, you gonna know it when they see red. Oh no, and she won't. She said, I'm the aunt, and you're the niece now. About Kaya, watch Craig be like, I'm the uncle, and you're the niece in like 9 months. Oh. So Craig is niece right now. He fixes her shit always. Well, Chael, I'm not at liberty to divulge this information, but I've gotten it from reliable sources that Madison often uses black gay men to to tell her what to say. She uses certain black trans women and she uses certain black gay men. She uses them to tell her what to say and how to respond to certain situations when she has problems, because she really don't be knowing what to say herself. Madison's downfall is going to be keeping people up under her that wants to be her and do what she does because she can't handle people with their own motion. People who literally studying her to take her place. Cause she don't like people who already is a brand, who really just honestly need the right eyes on them. I agree with that. Who really just need to be in the right rooms, who really just need to who just really need to be in the right rooms and bump into the right people. When you walk in there with her, you cannot be standing. Your light cannot match her light or overshadow her light. You definitely have to give entourage. It's definitely got to give entourage, bitch. It definitely got to give groupie tease, bitch. It definitely got to give groupie. It definitely got to give sidekick, bitch. Craig is a scavenger, but he's her escort into the Punk Nation. Right. As long as he is by her side, she has them Butch Queens gonna respect her because she's sharing power with him. That's true. And he's an earth sign. So I love the fact that you called him a scavenger, because earth signs are always going to be able to resonate with those who are on a lower frequency. And because he's educated, he make it look classy, but it really be it's still lower vibrational, but he makes it look classy and articulate because he has some education. but he really speaks to people who are on a lower vibrational frequency. He really do. Like we oftentimes are confused by education and people's ability to be able to word things in a way that makes them sound super intelligent or super smart, but they are really, really speaking to very basic beings, very basic individuals. And he has the ability to reach a lot of basic butch queens, a lot of basic gay men who have some education, who are who are familiar with this language in a way that they can articulate themselves very well, but in their core, they're very basic minded individuals. And so he gives her access to those people. And there are a lot of basic butch queens who can afford to support, who can afford to sow, because these are the worker bees, these are the workhorses, these are the soldiers, these are the pawns, these are individuals that you can use, if you know how to speak to them. And Craig definitely speaks the language of the everyday working butch queen, the everyday working black gay man who is, and he kind of gives almost like a standard, because he's a published author. He's learned, he's traveled, but yet and still, because he has that earth sign appeal, he still can relate to, the bathhouse stories, the, having sex in the woods, the orgies, the grinder, all of that stuff that, your basic, butch queen's gonna give. That club life, all of that, he could really speak to that, because that carnal side is really, really strong in him. And so he could clean it up and make it look good because he's educated. But at the same time, you could make some, you could, what they used to say, they said you could put a prom dress on a pig, it's still a pig. Yeah, so you could dress up, being gut bucket and ratchet, and make it sound like really, really articulate and educated. But at the end of the day, it's still just simple and basic. It's nothing esoteric, ethereal. It's nothing cosmic about it. It's very basic. It's- you know, he knows paperwork too good for her to be bringing up royalties, etc. How she does with Kaya. At least Gio had talent. He knew to stay behind the scenes, book the talent, and make the reservations. He just had a birthday post. I could be wrong. Maybe he's a Taurus. I'm pretty sure he's a Gemini. No, because Gemini season just started. Like literally, Gemini season just started last week. Chael, he says Maddie and Craig. Child. Wait, Chi Chi say Maddie and Craig be hunching. I could see that. Taurus is kind of nasty. I had a Taurus that used to let me top him. As a matter of fact, the last person I topped before I had my sex change was a Taurus. Tauruses is nasty, so I could definitely see that. So they got tea on each other. Oh, bitch, if they was hunching, that's the perfect way to keep Craig mouth shut. Cause if she done topped Craig, You know, Craig would never want that tea to come out. That Madison to open them cakes up. Ooh. He would never want that tea to come out, baby. Baby, they probably would take that to the grave with them, girl, if that was true. But I couldn't believe it. The last booty hole that I had before I had my sex change was and you know, he messed with females, but he loved the boys. He loved boys, and he was feminine acting. He even did like he had went through this moment where he even transitioned a little bit and dressed like a girl for a little while. But he rested in his masculinity. He was very much a man at the end of the day, but he did have his feminine moments, and you know, he messed with trans men, he messed with females, he messed with the girls, and he would let the boys top him. He wasn't really too quick to let the girls top him, but I could see if now here come Madison with a coin opportunity. Like, here come Madison with a coin opportunity because, you know, Madison is a coin. So Madison, you know, and that's how they do in Hollywood. Like, so I know you're not gonna betray me, and I know you're not gonna backstab me. Then you gonna have to go ahead and give me these cookies. Like, we gonna make a pact. We gonna make a bond. So if this tea ever come out, I'm gonna let everybody know I topped you. So I could see Craig remaining quiet because Madison done had them cookies. Cause bitch, she could get him with that. She could get him with that, bitch. You know she'll spill it. You know she'll spill it. That'll be her secret weapon. I could believe that. I could believe that. Appreciate the fact check. Oh well, you know I'm the Oracle. Um. Yeah, but the Oracle Chief this okay. I like that too. Appreciate the fact check. Hey, Taurus and Scorpio, my Achilles heel, but also my month and my north and south poles. She talking about kids. Still, I see the bull. Yeah, something he be looking like he holding back from what he wanna say, but when he get drunk, you can tell he could read her down, but don't do it. Madison is still a black gay man. Is giving silently gathering a bitch for later. Just like she couldn't write a verse for Beyonce and had to use Oliver Twist to ghostwrite for her, but she didn't want to pay. Well, they say she wrote that and Oliver just edited it. Is that true? T.S. Insecure. You can shine, but not too much. Exactly. Wild pure love. I didn't know that. She uses them like a teleprompter, kind of like politicians who lack PR skills. Okay. I'm surprised. I'm surprised about how many blogs are calling her out now versus before. It must be the economy and the bragging. I haven't seen a lot of blogs calling her out though. Very low vibrational, right? If Craig wasn't masculine presenting, he wouldn't be there. You better say that. Down to earth, earth sign appeal. And you know a lot of earth signs, honey, baby. When I tell you them, they some of the best lovers because they're so carnal, they're so rooted, they're so earthbound. Like I ain't never had an earth sign that the sex was not good. I've never Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yikes, bitch. You is not finna fuck a earth sign. If the sex is not romantic and passionate, they gonna be well endowed, or their body gonna be hot, or they gonna have all types of stamina. Then sometimes you get the magic, you get the magical ones that well endowed, got stamina, and they super passionate and they romantic. But sometimes you'll get earth signs that's really just like mechanical when it comes to sex, but they'll be well endowed, their body will be hot, and they'll have stamina. So you get an earth sign that got stamina with a hot body and well endowed, or you gonna get an earth sign that's just going motherfucking from the window to the wall, licking and lapping and sucking, and I want you to get yours first. And I ain't never had an earth sign that has disappointed me. Never. Never. Never had an earth sign that's disappointed me. Never. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, never. Never. Greg is a clump of shit in a Tiffany box. Oh, me. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. My stomach. Oh. That lady said Craig is a clump of shit in a Tiffany box. Girl, I'm not about to do this fucking shit with you. Girl, 100% pure love. Bitch. Your motherfucking ass reads for a point. These motherfuckers don't want it with you, girl. That 100% pure love will gather. 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 And it don't be basic reads. Like I was watching this live where this Butch Queen was telling the story. I think his channel is called Spiller Boy or something like that. And he was like talking about how Madison read Kaya. And Madison didn't read Kaya. When Madison was talking about Kaya clothes, I'm like, girl, you wear cheap clothes. When she was talking about $2,500 and some lemon pepper wings, what's wrong with lemon pepper wings? What's wrong with getting $2,500 to perform for black people? Where was the read at? Then Madison, I live in a 1 point something million dollar home, and your house look like a slave quarters. No, the fuck, her house don't look like a slave quarters. Like Madison just be saying shit that sound anti-black, anti-indigenous. It sounds her reads are it sound like a gatekeeper. And if you are a conscious person, if you are a person that understands how black people are toxic to each other, whenever I hear Madison talk, she sounds like Uncle Ruckus. And I never found Uncle Ruckus funny. I never when I watched when you watch Django and you see the Sugar Hill Plantation, the way Samuel L. Jackson acted, I didn't find any of that funny. So it really speaks to where you are consciously and what type of black person you are when you find Madison funny. When you laugh at her, you really telling on yourself. You really telling on yourself because a lot of her jokes are superficial. A lot of her jokes are anti-black. A lot of her jokes are anti-indigenous. A lot of her jokes are oppressive, and it's beating down black people and talking down on your own people. That shit's not funny. That's not funny. That's self-hating and it's toxic. That's not funny. Now, I'm not going to say that Madison does not say shit that's funny. But when she's reading, it's not funny. She said shit that's funny. There, like, I'm not going to say the bitch because I saw somebody sent me a clip. Somebody sent me a clip the other day of something that she had said. And it was so toxic, but it was funny. Like I had to laugh because it was toxic. And it's more so me laughing in spite of myself. It's me laughing because I could still tap into my inner punk. I could still tap into my inner fag. I could still tap into my lower vibrational self. And that's what Madison is for so many people. It is a unhealthy trauma bond to your lower self. It's a unhealthy relationship. It's like having a support group for you to remain lower vibrational. She's the avatar for you to remain in a lower vibrational state. For you to remember the shit that used to be funny, but when you wake up, that shit not supposed to be funny no more. When you become conscious, when I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I grew up, I put away childish things. That's that. Her humor is like you on a diet and you go and you have a double cheeseburger and a large fry and a cold drink and it and you enjoyed it. You enjoyed cheating on your diet like I did yesterday when I went to the motherfucking Haitian restaurant and got me some curry goat and rice. You enjoy it, but you feel guilty about it afterwards. If you are a person like for example, I've only smoked weed one time since I had the surgery on my stomach. I haven't drank. I haven't drank yet. I only smoked weed one time. My daughter had left some doobies in the ashtray, and I rolled them up 2 days ago, and I hit them doobies. I didn't smoke yesterday, and I haven't smoked today. But the day before yesterday, she had left some doobies over here, and I hit them doobies. And when I rolled them up, I felt so bad about it. I got high, but I felt bad. That's what her humor represents. You're a conscious person, if you are a spiritually aware person and you understand how certain things affect us in the long run, how they harm us in the long run, she's like a guilty pleasure. Madison humor is like having anal sex, but before you get ready to have anal sex, you had a bean burrito with extra cheese and an ice cream cone. It tasted really good, but you know you about to shit all over this nigga. That's her humor. Her humor is a shitty mess. It's that shitty mess. It's that Picasso that is certain to happen. That's her humor in a nutshell. It's not good clean reads. It's not good clean fun. It ain't nothing clean about it. It won't be the first time Maddie pandered to vitriol and messy butch queens. Taurus and Scorpio be them freaks. Craig doesn't want Madison. Craig doesn't want Maddie. He wants her porn star employee son. Employee son. Ooh, kept secret. Oh, the one that always be talking behind the camera. T.S. Mudbutt. Girl, y'all need to stop. Oh my God, at SJL. I'm sure Craig has his pick of her porn star roster. A nasty painted selection. LGBTQIA Illuminati Rainbow. The Boule. The Boudet. Dry cookies. You could put a period on the end of a verse and still get a writer's credit. what what go down in the bullpen stays in the bullpen. 100% pure love said I read for blood, and you sure do. I wish I had some lemon pepper wings now, bitch. You. Bitch, I want some lemon pepper wings so bad. Good. I might go and get me some. Shit. I ain't smoking weed. I ain't drinking, bitch. Bitch, I might get me some lemon pepper wings today, bitch. I ain't lying, bitch. I might have to get me some lemon pepper wings today, bitch. I could go for an 8 to 10 piece lemon pepper wing right now. We done talked about these lemon pepper wings, huh? Girl, crispy but not too dry. A little wet, bitch, not too dry, bitch. Girl, not dry, girl, but crispy, girl. Not dry, but crispy, okay? I don't like my shit too dry. Child, she eat all the damn wings before anybody else could get some. Yeah, it wasn't funny. Uncle Ruckus was saying, right, she can be funny, but the reads just be, yeah, she can be funny. I'm not gonna say the bitch ain't funny. But most of the time, even when she funny, it's a toxic funny. It's like, if you're a conscious person and you're aware, after you finish laughing, you be like, bitch, that shit was not funny. Like, but the bitch can say some funny shit. Like, I think one time she did a video when she was sitting on the toilet using the bathroom. Bitch, that shit was hilarious, bitch. So I think it's more funny when you can make fun of yourself, and I think when someone is roasting, when you know, like when people are roasting Maddie in the comment section, I laugh because I know that that's her spirit, that's her energy, that's her karma. That's what she puts out into the universe. So when somebody let that bitch have it in the comment section, I cackle because that's your karma. That's your karma. That bitch, that's what you have sown in the ground, bitch. That is the fruit of your behavior. So, bitch, when somebody roast your ass, when somebody talk about your body, when somebody talk about your face, when somebody say things about Madison that I would normally view as a toxic read. Like if Madison was just like this stand up person who never talked up under people's clothes, who never reduced people and tried to make them feel small based on their economic background, based on their finances. Like if that was her personality and people was in the comment section talking about her body and talking about her aesthetic, oh girl, I would be like, no, y'all not about to do that on this platform. But because I know what she give, bitch, I chuckle with a good heart because it is deserved. She deserved every raccoon she get called. She deserved every Uncle Tom. She deserved all of that because that's what she dishes. Every body shame because that's what she dishes. For years, she have told girls to step their pussy up. So when girls say she cosplaying transness, that's your karma, baby. Internalized anti-blackness isn't funny to me either. It screams pick me massa. And that's all her jokes be. Bitch, her jokes be funny to white people. Bitch, that shit is funny to coons and white people. And bitch, I am neither nor. Bitch, I am not a raccoon. And bitch, I am not a white person. That shit is not funny. Her audience is coons and white people. So if you laughing at the anti-black jokes, if you laughing at jokes about people's finances, if you laughing at jokes about people's access, if you laughing at jokes about people's ability to change themselves because of their like if any of that shit funny, if you laughing at jokes about people's natural hair pattern, like if you laughing at jokes about like that, like you laughing at jokes about nappy head or you live in slave quarters or you ain't making this much money. Like if you laugh at shit like that, you have to ask yourself, which one are you? Is you a coon or a Ritz cracker? Giving coping mechanism. Unhealthy trauma bond with lower self. Yep. Damn. All this food talk during lunch. I hate when I feel guilty after I smoke. And I always feel guilty because my grandparents told me not to do dope, but I think that was more I were more upset about me drinking. Child, I'ma give a little drink and smoke when I'm like in get-togethers, but weed not serving me no more. And this weed they giving us for free, child, that ain't no real weed. Mm. Hey, bean burrito and ice cream, girl, you cackling, huh? Baby purple goddess is swinging that monkey wrench, huh? Shit, I'm gonna marinate my chicken with that lemon pepper tonight. A moist crispness, right? She's funny like a bully surrounded by flunkies that laugh at everything she says. Exactly. T.S. Roasted Hog. You know she remind me of Boss Hog. T.S. Bully. Laughing my ass off. Roasted Hog. I'm so hungry. Right, the roasted hog comment did not help either. T.S. stepping fetch it. And she said all that and she said all that in that Beyonce song. Right. I'm black. I'm dark skinned. Like what? Not you got Uncle Ruckus to help you honor melanation. Girl. Not Auntie Ruckina honoring melanation. Bitch, that's her new name. Auntie Ruckus. Bitch, that's Auntie Ruckus. Somebody put Auntie Ruckus in the chat. That bitch is Auntie Ruckus. Exactly pure and quick to brag about her plantation. All she needs are some lawn jockeys and a sweat box. Well, when she get enough coins, she'll be able to have some black people in there working for her, and she'll say, and she gonna tell us, I'm employing black folks. She gonna have black folks working for her servants and her maids, with a slave cabin in the bag. Child, it might be them children in that house. I stopped vaping weed. I just drink it now. Drink now. The seltzers be given. Okay. T.S. Regina George. T.S. Boarhead. T.S. Boss Hog. Laughing, laughing my ass off. Boarhead. Right. T.S. Belly Warmer. And them, the white gays, be singing, them parts. There be somewhere talking about some comfortable in my skin, dark skin, brown skin, black, beige. Auntie Ruckus, exactly. T.S. Hoghead, cheese and crackers. Bitch, you trying to make somebody go get something to eat, bitch. Bitch, I'm convinced you hungry too. Which 100% pure love, bitch. We all hungry, bitch. I'm about to get off this line, bitch. T.S. Boy, he is truck. T.S. Deli cuts. Oh my goodness. I can't even. I need to stop laughing. I feel so evil. Her BF doesn't really like her. You can tell. Deli cuts. Hog cake cheese. Girl, I want some hog cake cheese so bad. T.S. pickled eggs. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. T.S. hungry. Bitch. Girl, when I tell you, girl, I have sit up here and got hungry down on this live, girl. Girl, T.S. angry, bitch. I live here, bitch. I'm about to go get me something to eat, bitch. It is 2 o'clock, girl. We have been on. We have been on here a minute, chill. I thought I was only gonna be on here like 30, 45 minutes, chill. But girl, we have been on here a minute. We have been on here a minute. Let me get some purple hearts in the chat. Girl, let me get some purple hearts in the chat. Girl, I ain't gonna lie, girl. I might go and get me some lemon pepper wings. I think I'm gonna go and get some cat food. Get like the cats a snack. And I'm gonna get me some filthy old lemon pepper wings, bitch. Cause I done sit up here, bitch, and talked myself into some lemon pepper wings, bitch. I wonder if they open today. Cause like the Chinese restaurants sometimes be open on certain days. Don't be open on certain days. Bitch, what today is Tuesday. Bitch, I really want some lemon pepper wings now. Bitch, y'all have really legit done this to me. Down but now that I say cool, keep spinning and turning in. God eat Yako Kalukalo, which means I which other God gotta said if I am, you know you are. Bound in round, both circle and square. We too speak life, so operations beware, sending healing to those in despair, ill by both of our, which means we come in peace. No harm to any. Laylam Layla. You don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. Hey, Sophie from New Zealand. Love you. I love all of my moderators. 100% pure love. The general. And shout number 5, the purple goddess. I don't know what happened to Anandia, my prodigy. I was just talking to them earlier. Anandia probably taking a nap, chill. But thank you to everybody who participated in the live today. Zanya, we had Alien Without Clout come on. We had we had um the Golden Queen on here earlier in the live. Now, we just had an amazing conversation today, and we have to be reminded, baby, no matter what we see going on in this Matrix mainstream, no matter how we see these hoes, yes, be safe to all. Thank you for that, Purple Goddess. No matter how we see these people moving in this Matrix, no matter what we see going on in mainstream, what we see going on, we cannot be distracted. We have to continue to call things out, see things as they are, play the whole tape, a man, a woman, continuously. We cannot be distracted. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna chuckle, we're gonna kiki about the foolishness, but at the end of the day, we are one. We are water, we are fire, we are air, we are earth. We do not have to align ourselves with coonery, and we do not have to be quiet when we see raccoonery and oppressive stuff coming into being. We do not have to be quiet while we seeing that manifest. We can talk about it. We have a voice. This is the Purple Nation. This is that platform. This is that space to do that. And we're going to continue to do that. So y'all have a beautiful day. Take care. Be well. Be rested. Okay, Purple Summer. And I'm about to go and get my lemon pepper wings with extra lemon pepper, moist and crispy. Now, love y'all. Later.